it should come as no surprise to that an individual like Skip Bayless, who lives on hot takes and he lives on the nutsack of LeBron James, would come out and say some, say something like this, all for him to have a talking point on TV the next day. It should come in no surprise that this individual here who lives and dies on hot takes and lives and dies on the nutsack on LeBron James will come out and say some shit like this. Now, there was a Monday night football game between the Buffalo Bills and the Cincinnati Bengals, right? And you have Damar Hamlin, who plays for the Buffalo Bills. He collapsed on the field during the game. Now, he left in critical condition and was driven to the University of Cincinnati Medical Center after he collapsed in the first quarter and required CPR and other medical attention. So, prayers of healing and strength go out to Damar Hamlin, and I hope he recovers from this. You had players on the field left that were left in tears as people were praying for this man's safety and for this man's health. But Skip Bayless, on the other hand, he took exception to the NFL posting, deciding to postpone the game because of the scary situation involving Damar Hamlin. Because for him, it's all about something to talk about. Because see, as if it wasn't bad enough for Skip Bayless when he disrespected Shannon Sharp on live TV not that long ago, off of his little BFF Tom Brady. Oh, because Tom Brady plays better at 45 than you did at 35. That's what he said to Shannon Sharp on live TV to his face. And I'm surprised Shannon Sharp didn't go across that table and choke the life out that bastard. Now, this clown don't apologize for nothing. He don't apologize for shit. But when Jalen Rose pulled his whole card when it was on first take, when he averaged 1.8 points a game, now all of a sudden Jalen Rose is on the line, and he had to apologize to him. Right? And it's not lost upon me, Skip Bayless, that you said nothing about Jerry Jones and that photo that came out about him a couple months ago. You still ain't said nothing about that. But you had something to say about this. You had something to say about the NFL deciding to postpone the game over a man's safety, over a man's health, but you said nothing about that Jerry Jones photo. You ain't had nothing to say. You kept far away from that. But you got something to say about this. You mad at the NFL for deciding to cancel a game over a man's health, but you said nothing about Jerry Jones, right? That's what I'm trying. That's what I'm getting from this. Really, Skip Bayless, you're insensitive. You're tone deaf. You're a bitch. Your ass need to be fired on the spot. It's just disgusting, man. Then he out here trying to walk it back. No, you can't walk this back. What do I always say? Some things you can't take back. And one thing you can't take back is words after they're said. Can't take those back. Can't take back words after they're said. That's why you can't be so fast to tweet something out. There's a time and place to be controversial. This is not the time for your ass to be controversial, motherfucker. Now, I wonder how many of you black folks out there are going to defend this? How many of you out there that's in the black community going to put on your tap shoes to defend this man right here? Because this is disgusting. This is unacceptable. This is part of the reason why I don't watch Undisputed. Because of people like him. I don't watch that show. Why would I give support to a Bama like this? When he shows nothing but contempt, shows nothing but disrespect, and shows his racism on a daily basis. Why would I support that? So as far as I'm concerned, Skip Bayless can kick rocks. Because this is who he is. Leopards don't change their spots. Tigers don't change their stripes. At this point, Skip Bayless is who he always been. He's a punk-ass, disrespectful beta male of a racist. So he always been. He worried about the bottom line than someone's health. Then after he gets flamed for it, then he tries to walk it back without apologizing for what he said. So, as far as I'm concerned, look, as Fox is going to fire this guy, as Fox is going to finally pull the trigger on firing this Bama. And unfortunately, the answer is going to be a resounding no. Now, look, this is a man who is very comfortable being disrespectful. He's very comfortable being disrespectful. You know why he's comfortable being disrespectful? Because the people who cut his paychecks are comfortable with him being disrespectful. Now, this man ain't going to apologize for nothing. He's not. You're going to try to do all this explaining. You're going to try to do all this, word salad. You're going to try to do everything under the sun to try to get the heat up off of him. But if you follow this man for any length of time, you should already know who this man is. This man lives and breathes controversy because that's what keeps him relevant. He'll say anything outlandish. He'll say anything stupid. He'll say anything insensitive. He'll say anything controversial to get people talking about him. That's why I'm talking about him. And unfortunately, I was one of the people that took the bait. So as far as he's concerned, it's a win for him because people are talking about him. Because if it weren't for his outlandish takes, if it weren't for his insensitive takes, if it weren't for his controversial takes, nobody would talk about him, much less care about him. And once again, the people who cut his checks are comfortable with him being disrespectful because nobody else, especially if you're black, could not get away with saying these type of things without being fired. What's up, Maximus Royalty? Happy New Year. Same thing with you, Courtney Washington. Happy New Year to you too also. So this is who Skip Bayless is. This is what he does. It should not come as a shock to anyone that this man would say some stuff like this. Because to him, it's all about having a talking point on TV. And watch, he's gonna come out and try to mansplain this or white explain this tomorrow morning on TV. I have no interest in it. I'm not gonna watch it. And this probably be the only video I talk about this troll, this fucking racist, this disrespectful asswipe. What's up, first down? Salute to you, bro. Happy New Year. If you remember a couple years ago during the pandemic, Tony Gaspard, salute to you. Happy New Year. A couple years ago during the height of the pandemic, when there was no sports playing, there was no MLB, no NBA, football season was already over with. There was literally no sports on TV. And they had to come up with topics to talk about. And Shannon and Skip Bayless was pretty much praying to the gods and praying to the commissioners to get sports back on TV so they can have something to talk about. Because they was running out of material. They lacked the creative wherewithal to come up with topics on their own. They were stealing content from the YouTube streets. That's how desperate they were. Because why would the executives pay these guys to talk about sports where there's no sports on TV? That's part of the reason why you had sports come back on TV so that way this individual here, this racist, this there is some stuff there other stuff I want to say, but this racist here can have a talking point. So you come up, cook up some outlandish stuff, cook up fake narratives and all that, because there's only so long he can hang off the nutsack of LeBron James. Because really though, if we really keep this 100, his only reason for his prominence on TV, the only reason he's even relevant on TV is because he hangs off the nutsack of LeBron James. Anything LeBron does, this man always finds a way to minimize it. When all else fails, he can just default to what LeBron James is doing. That's why I'm glad people like Richard Sherman checked this clown when he put on this circus act. Call he this man. I mean, if you go down the line of the disrespect that Skip Bayless has displayed over the years, calling Chris Bosh Spice, calling Kawhi Leonard number two, not because of his number, because he basically underlined called him a piece of shit for leaving the San Antonio Spurs. That's why he called him number two on TV. Disrespecting Russell Westbrook until Russell Westbrook decide that enough is enough and I'm going to pull your whole card. And well, you just come on my show. Why would Russell Westbrook come on your motherfucking show? Why would anybody come on your show? You think you're going to hide behind bringing in Stephen A. Smith and Shannon Sharp to hide your racism? Huh? You really think just because you hired a couple black folks, that's supposed to get us off the scent that you're a racist, right? That what you think, Skip Bayless? The fuck out of here. We see through the scam. We see through the scam. Slim 21, what's good with you, bro? man's disgusting, man. You mad that the NFL decided to postpone the game so you can have a talking point on TV. Man's life is in man's life is in peril. Man's fighting for his life because he collapsed on the field during the game, and all you worried about is what happened at the game. After the game's over, then you can have something to talk about on TV. Just this man's disgusting, man. This man is vile. This man is the scum of the earth. I mean, he's like toilet bowl scum. Now, for what he said, no doubt the NFL is considering postponing the rest of this game. But how? This late in the season, a game of this magnitude is crucial to the regular season outcome, which suddenly seems so irrelevant. I mean, how could you sit up here and fix your thumbs and your fingers to write some shit like that? Then, after he catches backlash, he comes back and says, nothing is more important than a young man's health. That was the point of my last tweet. I'm sorry if that was misunderstood, but health is all that matters. Again, everything else is irrelevant. I pray for him and will continue to. That's what he said. But my thing is this: you can't take back words after they're said. The damage has already been done. So you can try to whitewash this and white explain this all you want to, but the damage is already done. Other prominent members of the media, including Kendrick Perkins, Darrell Revis, Isaiah Thomas, Jacob Hester, calls him on his BS. Now, his co-host Shannon Sharp really didn't go in on Skip Bayless. He just said, please keep DeMar Hamlin and his family in your thoughts and prayers. The NFL doesn't have a manual on how to proceed after an incident like this. So Shannon Sharp actually took the high road on this incident. But you got other people in the media calling you out of your bullshit. Now, do I believe this is a fireball offense? Hell fucking yeah. Because this is tone deaf. Tim Calisipi, what's good with your salute to you? Hell yeah, this is a fireball offense. But are the people on Fox, the executives, are they going to fire Skip Bayless? No, they will not, unfortunately. Now, there probably going to be some politicking behind the scenes about what Skip Bayless should do and how he should apologize and all this other shit. But they're not going to fire Skip Bayless. Of all the stuff that this man has done, they're not going to fire this guy, unfortunately. Idealistically, I hope they do can his ass. Unfortunately, we can't live in an idealistic society. We got to live in reality. And unfortunately, this Bama is still going to keep his job. But would I want him fired? Hell fucking yeah. If I was in charge, he'd have been gone already. It'd have been if no if ands or buts about it. He'd have been a goner. You're done. But this is who he is. This motherfucker has gotten real comfortable putting out insensitive tweets at ill times, and he'll catch some backlash. But what these white supremacists know about backlash is only temporary, right? Why you think that Joseph Tsai, no one's no one's really going in on Joseph Tsai with the same vitriol like they did a couple months ago when he was out here putting Kyrie Irving on blast, right? Kyrie took all the heat, he took all the backlash, he took all the smoke. Joseph Tsai waited, 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 continued to wait until Kyrie got back on the court. Then the backlash toward him ceased. They know with time that this thing is going to blow over. That's why they continue to do the shit that they do. Yeah, we could boycott Undisputed. I don't watch that show no way. I don't watch Undisputed no way. So, you know, now we get some more people that won't watch that bullshit ass show because what they always talk about, because the show is already lame as it is, what they always talk about. Dallas Cowboys, LeBron James, Tom Brady. Okay, we're going to come back another hour later. We're going to talk about the Dallas Cowboys, LeBron James, Tom Brady. The next day, LeBron James, Tom Brady, the Dallas Cowboys. Okay, the next day, Tom Brady, the Dallas Cowboys, LeBron James. It was just the same thing over and over and over and over again. At some point, you get tired of the mundane stuff. What's up, B Skrills? Man, look, if the NFL continued that game after that, man, they would have caught severe backlash for that. I'm pretty sure there were some people in Roger Goodell's ear like, look, you cannot continue this game after what just happened. I'm pretty sure he did try to consider restarting the game, but that would have been a PR nightmare for the NFL. That would have been a PR nightmare for them had they continued that game. So even though I don't like Roger Goodell, I can't stand Roger Goodell, but in this case, he made the right decision to not continue this game. You could not continue that game after what just happened. And then even after what happened, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people out there that's considering not putting their kids through football. And I'm pretty sure there's people who actively play football will reconsider not playing football now after what just happened. This thing has the potential of having a ripple effect. But for Skip Bayless to come out right after they make the decision to postpone the game and to say that I'm gonna replay what the hell he said. Cause this is you can't get any more tone deaf after this. I'm gonna put up what he said. This is what he said. No doubt the NFL is considering postponing the rest of this game, but how? This late in the season, a game of this magnitude is crucial to the regular season outcome, which suddenly seems so irrelevant. But this is what people support. This is what people support. There's people out there that will support this. There's going to be people out there that's going to defend this. There's people out there that try to downplay this. Just disgusting, bro. Trini Sniper, salute to you. Just disgusting. But this is who Skip Bayless is. This who he is. This who he always been. If the pandemic didn't tell y'all about this dude, then this situation right here is gonna go over your heads too. It's all about having a talking point and generating ratings for his little bullshit ass show. Now watch. When he comes on tomorrow, first thing he gonna do is all this white splaining, right? Because they're gonna have a pre-production meeting before they even come on the show. They have pre-production meetings about what they gonna say, how they gonna say it. They're gonna lay out all the topics and all that shit, right? So if Shannon Sharp ain't going over that table during the pre-production meeting, then he ain't gonna go across that table when they on live. Yeah, that's all he is. He ain't nothing but a goddamn attention hoe. That's all he is. That's all he is. He ain't nothing but a goddamn attention hoe. He say ain't little stupid shit to get people talking. But yeah, he can watch what I tell you. He can come on tomorrow. He can start doing all that white splaining to try to absolve himself of what happened. But you can't take back words after they're said. You can't. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Appreciate everyone for watching. If you're not subscribed to this channel, make sure to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and share these videos on the social media platforms. And don't watch Undisputed. Watch me. Shouts out to the LDBC. This your man. Scream at me. Ho!